Hello, welcome back to 14 Minesweeper variants. We are back on the main save once again. You can see I've done quite a lot of progress on the puzzles here. This one has just a lot of zeros in it, but they're not what you think they mean. Um, yeah. Oh, whoa. I can. No, I can. I'm pretty close, but I know that this B and this A variants are just gonna destroy me. B is somewhat there, but I'm just having a lot of trouble with B right now. We'll get to B in one of the ultimate mode episodes though. Right, what's the ultimate mode episode thing right now? I just finished P, I think. So yeah, so next ultimate mode episode, which will probably be coming out after this one, is probably gonna be G. But we're not gonna worry about the main 14 Minesweeper variants right now. I'm gonna go for these question mark variants, which came from unlocking. This one came from unlocking. Not unlocking. Solving 3 7x7 puzzles. This one is by 7x7 L puzzles, I think. Yeah, I think this came from L. Z was from. Z was definitely from F. Yeah, Z was from F, I think. They're very similar. Z and F. And then the last one is G, which came from G, clearly. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, X and I came from X and L, Z and G come from F and G. Alright, that makes sense. You have two of each, so your final gallery will also include all of them. Also, by the way, look at this. Look at this monstrosity. It's 2 grids. Can you believe that? Anyway. Let's start with all of these. Yeah, so how many variants do we have right now? Besides these nonsense variants? I don't know. Okay, X cross. Clues indicate the number of mines in the colored cells or non-colored cells within the 8 surrounding cells. Okay. I've actually never seen these rule sets before. So it's basically like normal cross, except they only give you one of the numbers, and they don't even tell you which. Very interesting. Very interesting. So this 0 either means 0 darks or 0 lights. In this case, I'm calling lights the colored cells because they're lighter. Let's use cyan here. That's because it's the background color. Cyan. That is not cyan. Where is cyan? There it is. Right, so 0 here now either means 0 of the 2 dark cells or 0 of the 1 light cell. This 2 must clearly mean the dark cells because you can't have 2 light cells. So there you go. But this does not actually say anything about that. This could be a 1 or a 0. So I think this doesn't do anything for us. Okay. This 0 now must clearly refer to the light cells, so that's empty. Now this must refer to the dark cells because light cells can't reach 2, so those are both empty as well. Alright, this 2 means those are both mines. This 1 we don't know. This 0 means something. We also don't know. Okay, this 1 clearly refers to the dark cells because the light cells are already hitting a 1, so one of those are mines. This 1 must be referring to the dark cells again because light cells already hit 2, so that's empty. 2 must now hit dark, so that's empty. Okay, these can't both be mines because if they were both mines, then this 0 is just wrong. So there can only be 1 mine here. Because there's 4 out of 5 mines remaining, the rest must be mines. Okay, and if this is a mine, this must be empty for the 0, but that then breaks the 1. Because the 1 now sees 2 and 0, but not 1. So it must be like that. Okay, wow, what a variant. Not too challenging, but this is only 5x5, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, this is the same thing. We can't say anything about that. This 2, we don't know. This 2, we don't know. This 0 is interesting, though. I mean, both work. It could either be 0 darks or 0 lights. I think both work. If it was 0 light, then this must have 2 darks. Doesn't say anything. If this was 0 darks, so this must be 2 lights then, because it can't see 2 darks. So that's a mine. This 2 now breaks because it can't see 2 darks. There's already 1 empty here. And it can't see 2 lights because it already hit 3. Oh, okay, so that breaks. So it must be 0 lights then. Okay. So what implies one of these are mines? This 2, which now must see 2 darks because it can't see 2 lights, means that's a mine. This 2 we still don't know. This 2 we still don't know. So wow, we still don't know any of them. Okay. Oh, is this? I did not realize. You actually have to use this pretty early on. Because it's one of these being mines, then you just have to have mines everywhere else. Okay. And now... Well, now there are 3 mines in the light cells around this too, so it must be 2 dark, so that's a mine that isn't. Cool. That's actually pretty elegant, pretty elegant ending, I guess. But you will in fact notice that these 2 cells are just there for the final section. In fact, those 2 cells could be anywhere else on the walk. They could be here, they could be here, and that works. I didn't say in the last episode, but that really happens a lot in product as well. But question marks are just placed there to make sure that the ending works out. Anyway. 3... Okay, this always has to be a mine, right? Yes. And my reasoning for that is because if this 3 referred to 3 light cells, then this one sees 2 light, so it must see 1 dark. So that's a mine. If 3 is just 3 dark cells, then this is a mine as well. So these are all just mines. This 0 therefore must see 0 light cells, so that happens. Again, 0 must see 0 light cells, so that's not a mine. This 3 now can't see 3 lights, so it must see 3 darks. This 0 must now see 0 light cells. 1 must see 1 light cell because there are already 2 darks around it. Yes. This 1. I don't know. Well, if this is a mine, then the 1 must see another mine here to make sure it sees 1 of some color, and that breaks the 0. So this can't be a mine. This 1 and this 0 is interesting. Again, if this is a mine, then there has to be a mine which breaks 0, so that can't be a mine. 6 mines remaining feels like that's just it. I guess it's pretty interesting to think about X prime. That's actually, this X prime thing is very similar to P in the fact that you're a lot more likely to click on things that are not mines. Like, a lot of the deductions are actually showing you that cells cannot be mines, which is very interesting, I'd say. Okay, what's a bigger board look like? Okay, this 2 is pretty obvious. This 1 we don't know. This 2 is pretty obvious as well. This 2 is also pretty obvious. This 0 therefore is solvable. 1 and 1... If this is a mine, then this 1 must have a mine there, which then breaks this 1 because both of them already see 2. So this can't be a mine. 0. Well, if this is a mine, then this 1 must have another mine here which breaks this 0. I feel like that's a deduction we are going to make a lot. 1 here. I think again, if this is a mine, then this must be a mine for the 1 which then breaks. So in fact, those are both non-mines for the exact same reason. 1 here must see 1 dark. Okay, yeah, it might have something to do with the 1s and the 1s next to each other. I don't know how to interpret this, but there is probably some piece of logic that I can recursively use. Or recurringly use. I don't know what I'm saying. But like, if this is a mine... No. Hold on. If this is a mine, yes, for the 1, yeah, for this one actually, if this is a mine, then one of these have to be mines, which breaks that, so this can't be a mine. And 7 mines remaining, so. Oh, I guess, yeah, I could have just said that there is at least 1 blank here, so everything else are just mines. Using a mine count. Oh well. Oh, Jesus. What is this? Okay, well, those are both mines, clearly. These are both mines, clearly. That's not a mine, clearly. This 2 is interesting. This 2, this 1, this 0 is interesting. Suppose if this is a mine? No. Wait, what? Yeah, okay. Chording is pretty tough here. Can't really chord. I guess if this is a mine, then this must be a mine. It doesn't say anything. If this is empty, you'd have a mine here and mine there, which doesn't say anything either. If this is a mine though, then you have to have a mine here and a mine there for the 2. Does that break? This 0 already sees that, so these are both non-mines as a result. Not sure. No. What do I look for? Is it mine count? Might be mine count. No, mine count feels very... I mean, in this case, we couldn't even use mine count because there's like so many more empty cells. Although, this one... no. If this referred to one light cell, then it must have one light cell and 3 dark cells. Sorry, 3 empty light cells. This 0 also, that breaks because this 0 either sees 2 empty lights or 2 empty darks, which gives you 5 empty cells, which doesn't work because there's only 4 empty cells. So this 1 actually must be equal to 1 dark cell. Okay, can I do the same here? I believe not, because this and this sort of overlap in area. So the same thing doesn't really apply here. You can't really add up the numbers. If this is empty, then for the 1, it already sees 1 light, so this must be empty and this must be empty as well. This must be a mine for this one. And this actually breaks because you have 3 empty cells. And then we already know this 0 must have at least 2 more empty cells, which then breaks. So this can't be empty, that's a mine. Therefore that's empty. Okay, we might be getting somewhere. I mean, one of these are mines, but they could both be mines as well. They could be both mines. If this is empty, then that's a mine. No, if this is empty, then these are both mines. And that's empty. And then one of these are empty at least. If this 2 referred to... If this 2 referred to light cells, then these will be empty. 0, again, can still have 1. Oh. Yeah, actually I just realized our number has changed. We now have only 3 empty cells remaining. This breaks, doesn't it? If 2 referred to dark cells, sorry, if 2 referred to light cells, then these are empty. Right? This 0 either has this, which then breaks because we only have 3 empty cells, or this, which must be the case. However, that then implies these are all mines to fulfill everything else, and that just breaks this 1. So the 2 must then refer to the dark cell, so those are both mines. Wow. That is actually a thing. Okay. If this is a mine, then... No, we can use this 2 and this 0. If this is empty, then the 2 must refer to the dark cells, which means this must be empty as well. And because we know there's at least 2 empty cells in here, that already makes up 4, which doesn't work. So, I think we can say that this is a mine and this is a mine. This 1 must now refer to dark cells, so those are both empty. And finally, there must be at least 1 empty cell in here, so the rest are mines. Okay, I could probably do something here as well. Let's just guess and check at this point. Oh, right, sorry, the 0 just can't refer to light cells because then you wouldn't have enough mines for everything else, so the 0 must refer to that, which means that these are both mines. Wow, okay, yeah, this does get tough. This does get really tough. I also got an achievement for that. Finish 5 X prime puzzles. Which now means... Let's go on to the next one. Let's go to incompleteness. Oh, hello, what is this? Incompleteness. The number represents the number represents the number of mines. Sorry, I was busy over there. Alright, let's continue. Incompleteness. The number represents the number of mines in 7 of the surrounding 8 cells. The position of these 7 cells is shared by all clues. So what I'm looking at here is, I think this 7 implies that 7 of the 8 cells around it are what is counted by these clues. So yeah, so this 2, for example, this 2 over here would normally see 3 cells around it, right? But because this 7 only sees this like sort of cover over it, it doesn't see what is directly below it. So this 2 also doesn't see what's directly below it, and so it only sees these 2 cells, which is why it's a 2. This 4, yeah, this 4 sees 5 technically, but it doesn't see that, so it sees 4. That's really interesting. And we have to figure out which 7 for ourselves. Okay, but 0 is... Oh, it's not 0 anymore, because you could have a mine here that's just not counted by the 7. Ooh. Okay. It's just, what are these question marks on, bro? Hold on. Okay, I got it. It's a mine count. Is this 1 and this 0 combined, I think? These are all mines. Yeah. Wait, what? Okay, and how I got that is that this 1 actually sees so many empty cells. Now, there are 17 empty cells, which means there must be 7 empty cells, correct? If you take a look at this 1 and this 0, what that then means is that throughout this 1 and this 0, there must be a total of only 7 empty cells. But this 1 already takes up. This 1 already takes up 7, already takes up 8, by the way, already takes up 8. So what that then means is that besides the 1 that it does see, it must see another 1 to make sure it only hits 6 empty cells. It must have another one around it that it does not see to hit the 6 empty cells. Then, only then, can there be a mine here that is not seen by the 0 that allows for an empty cell to give you a total of 7. And what that then means is that this 1 and this 0 share a total of 7 empty cells, and so everything that is not seen by them is just a mine. There you go. And now, in fact, because this 0 and this 1 must share a non-seen mine in these 2 cells, we can then imply that everything else is seen. Wow, that is actually kind of mad. That you can use that that is huge meta logic right there. Not meta, but that is some crazy logic. Anyway, that does imply that these are both non-mines. This 1 means that's empty as well. 2, we don't know if that's seen or not. Oh, however, it must be seen then, right? Yeah, so it's empty. Alright. So this 0 must have a mine around it that's not seen, so that's a mine. This 1 has a mine that's not seen, therefore that's empty. 1 mine remaining. This 2 already sees 2, so that's empty. This 1, this has 1 mine in there, so that's empty. So that's okay. There you go. Wow, look at that. That is some logic. That is really some logic. Yeah. I don't know about this one, but gee. Yeah, wow. Okay. Let us move on here. Alright, so this is probably a tamer version. Yeah, this 2 must see both mines, so they're both mines, definitely, which must be seen by the 7, okay. This one, now one of those mines cannot be seen. So everything else is seen. Cool. And because one of these are not seen, one of them will be seen. And so that completes the 1, so those are all non-mines. And I think the coding does allow for that to take place. Oh wow, it actually does not. Do I have to do this for it to count? No, wow, it cannot code this. I can't believe it can't code this. But alright. Okay, this must be that. Okay, so that's just not seen then. This 2 means 1 mine here. Okay, this is probably a more normal. Yeah, this is probably a more normal. This is a 2-1 pattern. Probably oh my god, what am I saying? This is probably a more normal eye puzzle process. Okay. This 2, this 3 differ by exactly 1, so that's a mine. Those are all non-mines. And I did see that this is not seen by the 3, which is why that works. 1 means 1 mine here, therefore that's a mine. This 2, oh, it does not see 3 yet, so you can't do that. One of these are mines. 4 mines remaining actually means there can only be 1 empty cell. That's only possible by doing that. Okay. We can start again with those two. Those two, don't know about this. Don't know about that. Okay, what do I do now? Wow, those have to be mines? Do they have to be mines? They could both be mines if one of them was not seen. Actually, that's not true. If there can't be both mines here... Wait, hold on. Because numbers themselves don't really do anything special, right? Although, if, for example, this cell was not seen, you could have something that looks like this. Because the 3 does see all of these 3 cells, right? This cell, and this cell, in relation to the 3, actually are mines they are seen. The 2, however, does not see this cell because that's empty. And so this 2 would still be valid. So this is actually possible. Huh. So that's very interesting. Okay, so 2 and 3 now no longer have that same, there must be 1 mine here. It doesn't have to be true. Okay. This has to be seen by one of the numbers. Right? Because this 2 and this 2. Okay. So if it were a mine, then the 2 means that one of these are invalid. I don't know about the 2 here though. It might be the 2 and the 1. Actually, yeah, the 2 and the 1 are actually very suspicious because the 2 must see something that the 1 doesn't. And that something has to be in here. There it is, okay. And like the way I think about it is that the 2 sees something that the 1 doesn't see. So the 1 must have something in its area that is not seen. The 2 must see everything though, because the 1 doesn't see it. And the only difference between their so-called areas is this bottom set of 2 over here. And so that must be the thing that 1 doesn't see but 2 does. And if that's the thing that 1 doesn't see, this is seen, so this must not be seen. Which gives you that. Oh ho ho. We are working with pretty big pieces of logic here. Okay. And so because this mine is the one thing that 2 sees and 1 doesn't see, it just has to be a mine there. And then one of these has to be mines, and then those are both non-mines. So now the 2, 3, special. Okay. Okay, and coding just works out. Wow, alright, this was fun. This is a very interesting concept. Yeah, okay. I6. It's still 7 by 7, right? Okay. None of these do anything special just yet. 3 and 4, no. 3 and 3, no. 2. What? Okay. This 2 implies that... No, the 2 and 0 could still be completely valid on their own just by doing that. I guess one of these have to be mines, but I don't really say much. 3 and 4 are the most interesting one, I think, but we can't do anything there. Pretty suspicious. I want to say it is... No, okay, that is not what I want to say. I was gonna say if like 2 and the 0 both see things on their top and their right. So if you disregarded the right cell, for example. Yeah, if you disregarded the right cell, that's really interesting. If you disregard the right cell, then this 2 must have mines here and here, and this 0 just breaks. So you can't disregard the right cell. If you disregard the top cell, however, it still works. If you disregard the top cell, then this happens, and the 2 works out. The 0 works out because it's mine here is disregarded. The 2 also disregards this cell, which gives it a lot more things to do. But okay. Is there anything else I can do here? If the bottom cell is disregarded, then these are both mines. This 0 means these are both empty. The 2 disregards its bottom cell, which doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make a difference. Empty here. Does not make a difference, does not make a difference, does not make a difference. Wow. Yeah, what can I do here? If this is empty, then these are both mines. I think that breaks because the 0 must disregard the top cell. If the top cell was disregarded, then the 2 also disregards the top cell, which now breaks because now the 2 has 0 mines. So that has to be a mine. Okay. We still haven't gotten anything substantial yet. Like, we have no new numbers. There's still a lot of things to work with, I guess. If you now disregard the top cell, then the 2 must have a mine there. And this 2 still works. If you disregard anything other than these 2, then these are both mine. This has to be a mine. This 2, I don't know what happens to it, but this also works. Yeah, it works if nothing is disregarded. But it also works if the top is disregarded. What if the bottom was disregarded? If the bottom was disregarded, then the 2 must have a mine here. The 0 again sees both of those cells. This is disregarded by the 2, and that works out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. This 3 is almost there though. If any of those 4 cells indicated were disregarded, then things happen. For example, if this was disregarded, then you have to have a mine here, here, and here. This 3 disregards this cell, which now means you have to mine here, here, and here. And this 0 breaks, because this cell is not disregarded by the 0. So the top has to be regarded. Can I do something similar? Not really, because these 2 cells no longer share empty cells at the same relative positions. Like this cell for this 3 is already something that's determined. Same with the top and the bottom, this 3 also does that already, so no. I guess this 4 might still have things to do, but this 4 has a lot of freedom as well though. Oh no, it's this 3 and this 0. If this is... If for example this was disregarded... Sorry, if this was disregarded, then 3 must have a mine here, here, and here. And the 0 breaks because this cell, relative to the 0, is not disregarded. It's actually regarded. And that breaks 0. So this cell can't be disregarded. Okay. Actually, for this 0, doesn't that mean this isn't a mine? Oh my god, it just does. Oh, okay. Okay, this 1 means that... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So there's exactly 1 mine here. Yeah, and that does mean that this must be regarded. If this was disregarded... Oh, you could still have 2 mines here, that just works. Okay. This must be a mine, so this must be regarded, okay. So there's exactly 1 mine here then. Okay. If this was disregarded, you have a mine here, here, and here. This would be disregarded, which does work. This 3 must have a mine here and here, which also works. If this was disregarded, you have a mine here, here, and here. The 4 disregards that. The 3 The 3 does regard that though. So one of those are mines. If the 4 sees this, then it will have to do this, which now means that these are all regarded, which now means that these are both regarded, which means for the 0 that these are both empty, so that's a mine. And that works. Yes, it works. Then this has to be empty. Oh yeah, this is just empty, isn't it? Oh my gosh, alright. So these are all empty, yep. 3 means that there are 2 mines here. We don't know about that yet, but yes. Okay. Oh, then now we can say that because the 4 doesn't have a mine here, here, and here, then this doesn't work because we tried that before. If this was disregarded, you have a mine here, here, and here. This 3 now implies that one of these are mines. The 4 disregards this, and because one of these are mines for the 3, the 4 now fails because it doesn't have enough space. This is disregarded, so if there's only one mine here, the 4 can only see 3 more mines. So now this must be regarded. Okay. What about the bottom cell? I mean, bottom doesn't really do much because, yeah. Okay. If this was disregarded, then these must all be mines. The 4, now disregarding this, must have mines here and here. This 4, which disregards this, must mean that that's empty. The 3 means that must be a mine. This 3, well, that's disregarded, so you have to have a mine here and here. This 0 disregards this cell, which still works. That is a mine then. This 3 disregards that cell, so one of these are mines. And the only thing that separates this from winning is mine count. So does this work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, it works because you can put mines anywhere else. So this works out. I guess bottom right is technically valid then. It's technically possible then. What about bottom cell? If this is disregarded, then these are all just mines. 3 doesn't do much, 4 doesn't do much, 4 here doesn't do much. 3 doesn't do much, this 3. I guess because there's exactly 2 mines here for this 3 can only have 1 mine there because it disregards that. Doesn't do anything for us though. Although, I guess we can use cases then. This is one case. The other case is if this was disregarded. If that was, then this 3 must have a mine here, here, and here. For the 0, this cell is empty. That's always a mine therefore. For orange, the 3 disregards the bottom cell. Actually, no, the 3 disregards that cell, so this can be anything. The 4 disregards that cell, which then means that these are both mines. The 3 here disregards that cell, so 1 mine in here. The 4 here means that's empty, which actually means this is a mine. Aha, but this 3 disregards that. So the 3 will have a mine here and here, implying that that's a mine. Okay. The 0 disregards this, but does regard that, so that has to be empty. Are there any more similarities? No, surprisingly, both work, and that's all I can figure out. Okay. Okay, nothing I can code. I don't know, man. I don't know. So the 4 always has 3 around it though, which is interesting. 3 more. This 4 always has 3 more mines around it. This 4, if it disregarded that cell. So if it disregarded If we disregarded this cell, would have this happen? That's fine because this cell is disregarded by this 3, which works, and this is okay. Does this 3 break? Oh, this 3 breaks. Yeah. Okay. Look at the blue section over here. Oh wait, what are we? What is this? Oh, sorry. Blue referred to the being disregarded. Okay. In blue case we can do more. In blue case this is mine. This is mine for the 3. So are these both just mines? Oh, they really are. Okay. Sure. In the blue case, the 4, which disregards its bottom cell, must have a mine there, so that's always a mine. And now this 4 is finished, therefore that's a mine. Oh, okay. We still don't know which is disregarded yet. However, if the bottom left was discarded, then this 3 doesn't see that. Must have a mine there. This 3 doesn't see that, but still sees 4 mines, so that breaks. So there you go. Okay. Finally solvable. Alright, that definitely took a while. Whew. I think we should move on. Because, yeah, we have not made a lot of progress. Actually, I might just dedicate the next 2 variants to another episode. Because zero sum is actually pretty tough as well, from what I've seen. Zero sum is a pretty tough thing. It's a bit like negation, somewhat. But everything's a 0, and you're looking at an entire row as opposed to a set of cells. So yeah, I think I'll leave those to another episode. G prime is just really easy though. Each continuous region is of oh my gosh. Each continuous mine region is of size 3. That's it. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here. Until then though, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.